5 cents. Let me say again, $29.95. It might be scrambling eggs, it might be cookie dough, it might be whipping cream. It's a powerful hand mixer that can do it all. Now here's the colors. Let me run over for the colors. Again, this is first come, first served. I promise you something special at the end of the hour. I've got our beautiful green. This is going to be the first to go, the green. This is black. This is going to be your white, obviously. This is that gorgeous red. World famous, iconic red. $29 and change. This is going to be your berry. And then right at the end, we have our aqua. We're going to send you everything you need. And this is a 5-speed hand mixer. I want to stress that, folks. This is a killer deal. Guaranteed Christmas delivery. A wonderful gift for somebody that loves to spend time in the kitchen. Somebody that does is our good friend Kelly.
Hello. I love the excitement.
This is like...
Are they beautiful?
$29.
It's crazy.
Okay, so tell me about this, because this is one of their best, right?
Well, all I have to say is the name Cuisinart,
of course,
right? Of course. This is our hand mixer. Why do we want a hand mixer?
Tell me.
Well, we need that sous chef in the kitchen, right?
True.
Do you hire a sous chef every time you cook?
No, I don't.
Does Chelsea?
No, she doesn't.
I know, so we need that sous chef, somebody with those big beefy arms, right?
This is your big beefy arm.
This is my big beefy arms, because I can plug it in. 220 watts of power. You can see you're getting both of the mixing blades, and what's great about these is they're missing the center bar, which means they're self-cleaning.
Yes.
Back in the day, there was like a little center bar, and it got all gunked up.
Right.
And it just spun and spun and spun.
You were telling me, yeah.
So they redesigned it. You've got the 5 speeds. I'll turn it around. So you can start low and slow, which is where you want to start, especially if you're Adam and prone to accidents, right? You can start low and slow, and then you can go all the way up to high, and that's that 220 watts. And then it also has something that's really neat I've never seen in a hand mixer. It'll lock. The cord will lock if you're a lefty or a righty.
Smart.
So that's one of the things about hand mixers is that cord sometimes gets in our way when we're cooking.
Sure.
Now we can lock it out of our way. All right, so if you're me, you buy the box cake mix.
Yes, because it's easy.
If you're, you know, somebody like Amanda here in the kitchen, she's gonna do a scratch mix, right? She's gonna do it from scratch. So for me, the box mix works. I can do my eggs, my water, and my oil, and then obviously that box mix. If it's a chocolate cake, maybe it's a vanilla cake, maybe it's that red velvet, and then I can just, all I'm doing is spinning the bowl.
Yeah.
I mean, the hand mixer's doing all the work for me. Okay, that started on low. Now let me go up a little bit higher as I get a little bit further into my mixing. And then I can just take this right to my, you know, maybe it's my Curtis Stone bakeware.
Yes,
Maybe it's my Wolfgang Puck bakeware. Whatever bakeware of yours, maybe you've got some stainless steel bakeware. All right, let me go all the way up. 220 watts of power in about 20, 25, maybe was that 30 seconds. I am completely finished.
That did not take long.
No, I mean, maybe not even 30 seconds. And then look at that, because there's no middle bar there. It's not all gunked up. Yeah. And then when I hit that eject button, I can pass those off to Hawk. You can hand it to Oliver and they can lick it, or you can just rinse it under the sink, or you can throw it in the dishwasher.
Excuse me, I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
They're telling me, okay,
the colors?
This one's nearly gone now. We've already sold 200. We only have 80 now left in the green. Black is the best seller. I want to go right over this way. Aqua is also nearly gone. Berry under 300. Red is popular, so is white. White I have 250 now before that's gone. Boy, these are flying. They may sell out before even the end of the hour. Grab the color you want. We'll guarantee Christmas delivery. Lowest price in our history on the 5-speed, not the 3-speed or the 5-speed.
It's the 5-speed.
The deluxe model.
It is the deluxe model. It's Cuisinart, which is the high-end, sophisticated. You know, you find it in all the high-end retailers. It also comes with a nice spatula, which I think is great, dishwasher safe, BPA free. So you're getting everything that you need, whether you're doing the sweet cakes, the brownies, the cookies, the doughs, whatever you want to do for the holidays, to something a little bit more savory, you know, like a buffalo chicken dip. And this is actually shredding my chicken. You can see, you know, always start on low to get going and see what you need. What kind of power do I need? Do I want it a little bit more shredded? Now I'm gonna go all the way up. Now I'm on speed 4, right? So I can shred my chicken a little bit further. I'm gonna go back down.
It's in the bowl, you're taking it to it.
Taking it to it. Now I'm gonna add in my buffalo sauce, right? Because I'm doing that buffalo chicken dip. And all I'm doing is spinning my bowl. Adam, you know, you don't have to put a lot of work into this. This is what we're talking about, those big, beefy, muscular arms. You know, nobody's shredding the chicken or pulling it apart with their hands. I guess you certainly could, but you're not gonna want to. This is why you want that sous chef in the kitchen kitchen. I'm gonna add in a little bit more cheddar cheese, and then I'm gonna fix that right up. And I've just made the most decadent, beautiful buffalo chicken dip. Maybe it's for my, you know, big game party. Maybe I'm hosting Christmas Day and I just want a little appetizer. There's my chicken dip. I can eject those. Somebody can lick them clean. You can rinse them underneath the sink, or you can dishwash them. You have all those choices.
For those asking, that was the aqua color that's now fewer than 4 dozen before it's sold out. So that was the aqua color last call there. If you're sending this to as a gift to somebody, we can send anywhere in the continental United States. Free shipping, sorry, not free shipping and handling, shipped extra at no charge. So you can ship it directly to any address at no extra charge. So please bear that in mind. If you've got friends or family that you won't be seeing this holiday season, we'll ship it there for you. Also, you've got the extended return policy, right?
Yeah.
Well, it starts with it being Cuisinart. People love Cuisinart, and rightly so. You can see our quantity counter is jumping a little bit.
I love the new colors. These are brand new colors, and my favorite is berry. What's your favorite? You like the berry?
You like the berry?
Yes.
You're not alone. This one's nearly gone. Again, this is the 5-speed model. If you're comparing out there or price shopping, so black and aqua are now 1 and 2 in terms of bestseller. Okay, what's next, Kelly?
Well,
9 minutes
I've got to say breakfast. You're cooking breakfast for the friends and family. If they're coming over and you've got to do a dozen or more eggs, you grab your biggest bowl, you get out your hand mixer by Cuisinart, and all you have to do is spin the bowl. Now I can add in my salt and pepper. Maybe you picked up those Wolfgang salt and pepper mills, and you could add those in right here. I have this whole hand free because guess what? My right hand is not beating these with a fork.
Right.
It is beating them easily with my hand mixer, and that's the reason we all need one. You know, maybe you own one and it's from like 1972.
Sure.
I mean, so many of us keep
It was a wedding gift.
It was a wedding gift, right? And it's just time to upgrade. And maybe yours was a Cuisinart, and that's why it still lasted you that long. It is time to upgrade. It has that easy eject button. It's missing that center bar, which never really was very useful anyways, except for gunking it up.
Right.
So we consider them self-cleaning. If you're just joining us, it also locks to the left and the right. Why is that important? Well, one of the things about a hand mixer is you're constantly trying to dance around the cord, right? You're doing that little, not with this. This will lock out of your way so that you can get to that task. And look at how fluffy and aerated those eggs are. What a beautiful omelet that's gonna make.
Oh my gosh.
And then if you own something like your Curtis Stone bakeware, where you're, or maybe the Cuisinart cast iron, where you know you can take a metal utensil, you can actually do it right in the pan.
Fabulous.
Yeah, you don't even have to dirty up another bowl.
It's convenient, right?
It's convenient. It is having a secondary pair of arms, mixing things, doing things so that you can do the fun stuff, right? The baking, the eating, the drinking, the champagne, the mimosas with your friends and family. So all those things and more. So we've done sweet, savory, savory. Let's get back to some sweet.
Okay, nice.
Do you like to? Yeah, my favorite too. So this is actually just the cheesecake box mix.
Right.
And then we've added a little butter. You could add some sugar, and then we've just added a little bit of our own cream cheese. And you're gonna mix this. Now you're not gonna hand mash this or hand mix this, right? Many of us don't wanna get out a stand mixer because they're 30 pounds, literally.
It's a big deal.
And you gotta get it out from underneath the cabinet, or maybe you haven't invested the $300 to buy a stand mixer. Now you've got 220 watts where you could literally, let's go all the way up to 5.
Oh, full power.
It's full power, and now I have this beautiful cream cheese, cheesecake filling. I'm gonna lick those later. Ooh. And then I've added it into my piping bag, and you could easily, you know, make a cheesecake with it, or you could do something so cute and beautiful for a little brunch, a little breakfast in bed, a little Valentine's Day, you know, whatever the case may be. Now you have the ability to make it with your hand mixer. And maybe you thought a hand mixer was way more than this price point. Well, quite frankly, many of them are. This just happens to be, this just happens to be a really good deal tonight.
Black and aqua still leading the way. The berry is nearly gone, and so is that stunning green that you can see at the very end, one of the newer colors. If you're on hold, we're gonna get to you, I promise, an astonishing 450 already spoken for.
It's just such a great price.
And it's a last minute gift for somebody that you know is in the kitchen or spends time in the kitchen, somebody that's moving into their first home or just moved into a new apartment this holiday season. You don't have to have a big space. It's easy to store, it's easy to put away, but that symbol that you see there, the Cuisinart, that's the value.
It really is.
It's the fact that it's one of those iconic names that we absolutely love. Can I have one of these strawberries?
You please have one of the strawberries. Let me know how I did.
I will.
Or better yet, let me know how my hand mixer did. Because I didn't do any of the work, and I think that's what's important. In the kitchen, don't we want somebody else doing the work?
It's delicious.
Is it delicious?
Oh my God.
Good, I'm so glad.
You keep going.
But what an easy treat, right? We want somebody else to do that work for us. That's what your hand mixer does the work for. It's an essential part of your kitchen. Maybe you've gotten turned off by them. Maybe yours is really old. Maybe yours isn't 220 watts. Maybe you are getting out that big clunky, you know, stand mixer every single time. Look at how pretty. That is a 2020 Cuisinart hand mixer. How gorgeous with that stainless steel stripe. And then I just made my own blue cheese dressing. So rather than buying it with all the chemicals and preservatives in the jar, you can literally go and make your own blue cheese dressing with a little mayo, with a little blue cheese.
Gorgeous.
Is that good?
It's really good.
And we are missing some bacon crumbles, but if I had some, I'd throw them on there. Because I know that's what you're gonna ask me.
I love you, you know me too well. Okay, guys, here's what's left. Final few dozen in most of these colors now. Green, black, white, red. Okay, the green's this way. I'm gonna remove this from the set momentarily. White, now there's less than 170. This is red, this is gonna be the berry, and this is that beautiful aqua, which is a bit more nostalgic, a bit more retro. I love the chrome design around the outside. Cuisinart, 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 that is the name. I was speaking to one of our backstage guys named Daniel earlier. He was saying that's the one he always wanted, right, Daniel? He stood right there. Yes, I know. I think he wants it for Christmas. But the thing is, Kelly, you talk about in the kitchen, things that you gotta have a mixer.
Well, and I think most of us have those big, heavy stand mixers, and we think, well, I paid $350 for it. Let me get it out every time I need to mix something up. And quite frankly, that's just not practical.
Right, it's not.
They are 30 pounds. I weighed it once.
Well, they're big.
They're big. They're 30 pounds, and they're about 250 watts. Well, this is 220 watts, and it's a whole lot smaller.
There you go.
It's a whole lot more convenient. You can see it has that easy eject button right here. All I do is press that. These pop out. I can throw them in the dishwasher. I can rinse them clean. I love the look of it. And just a reminder, it has that nice locking mechanism, right? I can lock it left to right. Well, why is that important? Well, anybody that's ever used a hand mixer knows that you're constantly trying to get, and you're switching side, and you don't have to do that anymore because you can lock that cord out on either side. All right, let's make one last sweet treat.
Okay.
Before we have to go, you can see we have our banana. And then, you know, I'm all about the box mixes.
You are.
But please, if you are a scratch baker, please feel free and do it all from scratch and judge me all day long. But many of us buy those box mixes, right?
So there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it. We have our banana, we've got our banana bread mix, we've got our oil, our water, and our egg, and we're just gonna take that right to the bowl. Now, what are you gonna do with that? You're gonna get out a hand whisk?
Right.
You're gonna get out your fork, or you're gonna get out your stand mixer?
A lot of work.
A lot of work. Instead, I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my Cuisinart, and I'm just gonna go to town. Now, I'm always starting on